Well, hello YouTube. As I promised, here is the tabletop review of my new 45 ACP carbine. As you know, I have this addiction for having rifles and pistols chambered for the same cartridge. Here we have a 1911, which shoots the 45 ACP. It's a little bit modernized 1911. It's the Smith & Wesson TA with the front rail, and I put on some Wilson Combat grips, but I'll save that description for another review. So I want to focus on the carbine. I've just posted a couple of videos of me out on the range and on a rainy day in Georgia. So now we're back inside. We're going to clean the rifle, but I thought I'd do the tabletop review first. Let me show you a couple things close up before I put the camera down. This is the action from a Chilean Mauser 95, model 1895, that we bought a kit and then created a 45 ACP. The original Chilean Mauser 95s were chambered in 7mm. They're called small ring Mausers, and they were firing a 7mm round. Let me turn the gun over. Again, I apologize for being off camera and trying to hold the camera at the same time, but I don't have a cameraman. Let's see if I can get it to focus on this. Ooh, close to it. It says manufactured, or manufacturer, Low Berlin. And it has Chilean Mauser, or I'm sorry, Mauser Chileno model 1895, or Chilean Mauser. Let's put the camera down and get a little bit more into this fine rifle. Now I see I need to stop showing you my tools and wrenches and get more of the rifle in this. Hopefully I'll keep it on camera, and we'll take it from there. I've got this roll of paper towels in the way. Oh, by the time it... Never mind. Let me make sure I'm still on camera. Again, apologize for the delay. Yes, I am. That's what you get when you're using your smartphone as your camera. 1911, empty mag. Safety's on. Nothing in the chamber. As I said, I really enjoy shooting this, and I will do a tabletop review for you one of these days. But my crazy addiction of having a pistol and a rifle chambered, or in the same chambering, in this case 45 ACP. I scoped this in using a full metal jacket, a jacketed hollow point, whereas my 1911 sometimes has trouble eating these, but it loves the full metal jacket, as we all know. Put that up there. The rifle, the carbine, will feed either or either. Let me take the mag out so you know I'm not playing with the loaded rifle. Again, do the all-important safety check. The barrel is clear. So what do we have here? Before you start worrying that I ruined an antique rifle, what I bought for about 60 bucks was just a barreled action. It did not have the stock. It did have the bolt too, and that was, part of the action. But the serial number for the bolt, the serial number for the receiver, nothing matched. Just realized I don't have the light on. This might help with this. Sorry about that. I hope I don't have to reshoot the video because of that. So, as I said, the serial numbers did not match, and there was no stock. So, in the barrel that was on it was pitted and rusted. It's basically a tomato steak. So what we used was the action, the receiver. Threw away the trigger and put a adjustable trigger in, and had to do some work on the rifle to make it accommodate a 45 ACP. But why 45 ACP, do you ask? if you didn't, I'll tell you anyway. The 7mm Mauser bolt face is the same, will accommodate the 45 ACP. So therefore, you can use the 7mm Mauser receiver and bolt and chamber it with the barrel for 45 ACP, which is exactly what I wanted to do. We used a conversion kit. Let me look at the cheat sheet here on my pegboard. From Rhineland Arms. It's a Mauser 45 ACP conversion kit. You had to get one for the small ring Mauser. And they have a website, www.troup, T-R-O-U-P, troupsystems, all one word, .com. The kit includes a barrel lock nut, a ejector, and the mag adapter to go on the receiver. They also supply it with the barrel. We went with a different barrel supplier, and I'll talk a little bit about the barrel in a few minutes. They do have on their website, troupsystems.com, full instructions for taking your Mauser receiver and converting it to a 45 ACP. As my Chilean Mauser did not have a stock, you could have reused your stock if you have one, but mine did not. So I got this fine laminate stock from Boyds, B-O-Y-D-S. They also have a website. And this is their Prairie Hunter Mauser 95 in nutmeg. Of course, it comes unfinished. You've got to do some sanding, light sanding, and coating, but easy to do. And it's cut for, it's already cut, the stock is already cut for the receiver for a Mauser 95 action, and that's primarily in case you wanted to sporterize your Mauser with modern stock and start playing with it, which kind of what I'm doing here, but I'm also converting it to a 45 ACP. Again, the stock has a Monte Carlo cone. Let me see if I can get this on camera so that you get a good, make sure I'm not banging my barrel on things. So it's parallel with the bore. It's got a nice raised or cheek piece rather for facial support, and pretty much I like it. I like the look of that. Now back to the Mauser. As you know, a Mauser, or may not know, a Mauser has a bolt handle that comes straight off the side of the rifle. Okay, so that when you opened it, the bolt handle would be straight up. It's just a straight up. So what people do is they'll either bend, curve the handle on the Mauser, or in this case, this is hammer forged. They and mine came already hammer forged, although it was hideous. We had to do a lot of buffing and polishing there. But now it will accommodate a receiver mounted scope. Otherwise, on your Mausers, if you want it to sporterize but not mess with your bolt handle, you would have to mount a scope on top, down here on top of the stock, on barrel, and use a long eye relief scope. But this arrangement allows me to drill and tap the receiver to accommodate a one-piece base, and then use your typical rings and mount a scope on top of the receiver. So along those lines too, this is the safety. Okay. The safety is now on. The original safety lever does not, again, permit you to mount a receiver mounted scope, so you need to change out your safety lever. As I said, we replaced the original trigger with an adjustable trigger, and a little bit about the 45 ACP. The standard full metal jacket ACP, 45 ACP, has a muzzle velocity of about 820 feet per second. And with the longer barrel, we're hoping to get about a 300 feet per second increase, but we'll need to measure that at the range, of course, when it's not raining. There's no real benefit in this gun having the bull barrel. Let me show you the length so you get an idea of what we've got here. It is an 18-inch barrel, 16.5 inch to the chamber, so it's of legal length, but it is a bull barrel. There's no real advantage to the bull barrel in this application. I just like the look of it. I mean, if you're bench resting, a bull barrel will aid you in accuracy. The bull barrel is stiffer, so it resists heat warpage, and the bull barrel has a larger heat sink, if you will, and will cool down relatively quickly if you're bench resting. But I'm not planning to do that. I'm going to attach my sling and schlep through the woods with it and hunt the feral hogs we have on the hunting property. And I'll have fun up on the range. Again, toting the 45 ACP 1911, and now my carbine chambered in 45 ACP. Check out my earlier videos where I show a couple clips of me shooting this fine rifle, this fine carbine, up on the hunting property. And let me know if you have any questions, either in the comments or an email. Thanks for watching.